Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, so good news that didn't feel like really good news. I did not have to leave my stuff underneath the staircase because they didn't allow me to. Essentially, they now want to make it so that people don't do that. And I got into a little bit of a disagreement with the woman up front because I'm like, you guys don't give me an option. She's like, if you leave your stuff here, we won't rent to you tomorrow. I'm like, well, if I go get a storage, I won't have the money to rent with you. So you're essentially just saying I can't be here. But make a long story very short, I was able to, once again, through the grace of my family, help myself. They helped me, obviously. They gave me the money that I needed. And then from there, I was able to check in the NoHo hotel, the same one I was in last time, as you could probably tell by the walls. And brought all my stuff with me, man. I Ubered over here. It only cost like $7 to Uber here, so that was really easy. And I'll Uber in the morning back to NoHo, to Studio Lodge, and they've changed the rates. That's another thing that kind of looked kind of crazy to my budget. The rate where they had $270 for the first week, that's a no more thing. Now they want us to pay $368 for all 3 weeks. So I don't know, man. It felt a little funny to me. And just the energy around it felt funny. It's like, oh, okay, you guys don't want me here is basically what I'm gathering. It's like they didn't appreciate last time when I saw someone who was in the same situation I was in. I told them what I had done, and they're essentially punishing me for that. In regards to, I saw some black folks who were trying to figure out what to do with their stuff, and I told them what I usually do is just leave it under the stairs. And I guess they were like, oh no, you can't do that. Like, it's one thing for us to let you do it, it's another thing for you to tell others. And so my thing was, yeah, that could probably get me in trouble, but they're essentially retaliating against me directly. They don't want me there no more, so it's like, all right, cool, but I'm still gonna be coming back till I need y'all no more. So God worked it out that my uncle was able to send me what I needed, and because of it, now I have the money to get myself something to eat tonight, but I don't need to because I got everything. All my food is with me, so I won't have to spend any money on food. So that actually worked out for my circumstance, and hopefully I can get a hotel room there tomorrow morning. And prayers out to the girl that was in the lobby with me. She looked like she was really stressing her situation. It's just like everybody else there, man. We're all trying to make it. Nobody's there because they are spending the night there. Everybody's there because they don't have nowhere else to go. And so the fact that they don't have the ability for us to continue staying there so long as we pay, they want us to leave for a night, which I think is a disservice to the business that they have. Because it's like, if you're telling people to leave, you're messing with the budget that ultimately would otherwise bring you more people. But I don't think they have a problem getting people. And then from there, I have a storage process anywhere for you could put your stuff. So they want you to take everything with you for one night, essentially, and then come back. It's like, your business is more understood than what it is they're acting like. Their business is much more understood than what it is. Most of the people there don't have nowhere to go, but they do somehow have the ability to pay them every month, every 3 weeks. So why don't they just allow people to store their stuff in the rooms that they're going to be in, since they're coming back? Add a couple dollars to it if you don't want, you know what I mean? That's really all it is. Or just let them make it be continuous, because most of these people don't know where to go, and you're going to end up having the same people in there any damn way. So it just seems like they're making life more difficult for people. They want to be a hotel, but they're not really a hotel. They're actually a paid shelter with individual rooms. And so I don't know if they don't like their business model or if they just don't like me. I don't know what it is. They don't, you know what I mean? The quality of people that they have in there, maybe they don't want those quality of people in there. I don't really know, but at this point, I'm tired of having static with people that I'm paying this much money to stay where I'm at. At the end of the day, you guys are making us pay like it's real rent. You know what I mean? The rates are more than a lot of rent rates. So it's like, at some point in time, I've been here for 3 straight contracts. Y'all have gotten over almost $3,000 out of my family. At some point in time, we got to start having a conversation about what it is that you can do for me, since I'm bringing you so much business. And you know what I mean? And so that's how I feel about Studio Lodge Hotel, man. I was feeling really good about being there. I'm comfortable there for the most part, but the way they treated me today, it wasn't the lady's fault. It was management. She said it come down from management. I didn't appreciate that. You know what I mean? If I want to leave my stuff unattended under your staircase, let me do it straight up, because you don't have any options for people. You really don't. You're basically telling everybody they can't continuously stay. So they got to find a way to be somewhere with all of the things that they have, which is usually everything they have in the world. You know what I mean? Everything that they have has to go out with them, and then they can come back the next day and then re-up with you guys for another contract. It's like, that's not what is actually going on in your situation. You could pretend like people are leaving forever and only staying for 3 weeks, but that is not what you have. Everybody there is the same people that's always there, but they all have to go through this rigmarole of taking everything they have and themselves away for one day just to come back and pay them to, pay them to stay for another week, 3 weeks. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm hopeful that GR can kick in, and then from there I can get myself an apartment through GR, because that's really all it is. They have plenty of apartments out there that you can get in the GR program, and that's what I need. Somewhere permanent for myself with the ability to not have to keep doing this every 3 weeks. It's unnecessarily stressful, and they're putting their employees in a real bad situation, because you're dealing with people who are stressed out. And that conversation went a great way with me, but it ain't gonna go a great way with everybody. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, people don't have a whole lot to use in their situation. So I just think they need to either change their business model if they don't want to be that type of business anymore, or accommodate the situation a bit better, so you're not leaving that lady in positions to where the conversations have to go so bad because these people don't have a whole lot. You know what I mean? And that was my point of view. I was never going to be mad at her. She's doing her job. She's doing what she's supposed to. And so I wanted her to understand, like, look, I need your help because I need solutions. And she told me the only other place available was some place called Vine Lodge. I checked Vine Lodge on Vine and Franklin in Hollywood, permanently closed. So it's like, y'all the only place in town. And if you're telling people they got to take their stuff with them and pay you $1,000 every 3 weeks, basically, and you know what I mean, deal with the fact that they have to find a way somewhere for themselves to stay for a night, only to come back and maybe get a room with you guys. It's like, yo, change your business model if you're serious about doing this type of business, and accommodate these people a bit better, so that you don't have these type of situations where people are ready to cuss out the lady that works in the front desk. She don't deserve that because of your nonsense. And so that's really what it is, man. I'm fortunate, blessed, favored that everything is working out for me. Hopefully tomorrow the Lord will continue to allow me the strength to be able to deal with going back there, Uber back there, and hopefully they have a place for me. Obviously, I will make sure before I leave this room that I have a place there. But I ate something in the morning. I'm used to being able to walk down the street, but I can't walk with all this stuff. It's a little much. Too much to be taking one step with me. That's everything I have in the world right now. So it's like, I'm happy it's in my possession, so I ain't gotta leave it unattended anywhere. That's the good thing. But the bad thing is I had to Uber here, which costs a little more money, and that's pretty much the worst part about it, honestly. It's just having to Uber here. So I would love to pack lighter. if I'm able to kind of pack lighter, that'd be great. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just fortunate. Now I don't have to worry about certain things because my family gave me what they gave me, plus the deposit of $30 is back in my possession. So that added to my budget a little bit. And I don't have to spend money on food tonight, as I said, because I have all my food stuff with me. And I'm not hungry because I ate before I left. So, you know what I mean? This has been a trying day. But when I woke up this morning praying, the Lord told me to be strong. And then I looked at my devotional, and it was essentially saying, when you have the trials of the day, just lean on the Lord. Don't worry about the problems themselves. But there was a good point in time while I was sitting in that hotel room that I didn't have my family. I hadn't called them yet to get what I ultimately would receive from them, which is always the biggest blessing in the world for me to receive that. But let's just say they said no. I'd have been in a situation where I've been under budget. I wouldn't have had the money to book this hotel room for like $140 or whatever it is, and that was the cheapest thing I could find even within the area. And then I wouldn't have had the money to give them that $360 that they want to raise the rate on after the special rate is now expired. I guess at the beginning of November they stopped that rate. So you know what I mean? I don't particularly think I deserve anything special. I'm not a special human being, so to speak, but I would love with the favor that I have in the Lord, that this situation be concluded, man. I don't want to go through this anymore. And not to say that anybody does, because certainly people don't, and I'm praying for everybody in this situation. But because I have some things lined up with GR that hopefully can trickle into me having my own place, That's really all I'm really interested in right now. This living like this, Studio Lodge Hotel has been a great blessing, but at the same time, they could make that place a bit more reasonable for the personnel or the customers that they have, man. The customers that they have just flat out are being treated as if they're not who they are, and what it is that they are there for is not what they're there for. And that's your management is in denial about what it is they do. You are a homeless shelter for people who just so happen to be able to scrounge up enough money but can't seem to get their own place for whatever set of reasons. Probably bad credit, or probably getting their money under the table. You know what I mean? That's what it is. People with mental health situations like myself who have family but don't maybe have the ability to work for whatever reason. Those are the people who are there, fam. Not whatever the hell you're telling yourself that makes you think that you can do this and not have static every single time. You're going to have static every single time. And eventually they're going to run into the wrong person who's going to have nothing to lose, and they're going to act a fool with that lady, and it's going to be management's fault. You know what I mean? Straight up. And I would tell her, get another job, fam. Because it's a matter of time before this type of conversation, there ain't going to be too much talking. Because people don't have nothing to lose in these situations. Nothing, And so it's hard enough that they have to try to work their way through whatever their problem is. Fortunately enough for me, I have family who can send me something. But if I didn't, I don't know what I would do. I'd be on the street. And I think that's understood that 99% of the people there in a situation similar to that. So when you play around and say, oh no, we ain't gonna let you store your stuff here, that's cool. That is your right. But you're not providing any solutions. And if you're not providing solutions for people who are already having problems finding solutions, they're gonna find taking their problems out on you as the solution. That's just what I know. So that's my thing. I'm fortunate the Lord ain't make me like that. I'm not, I would never give her trouble. I wouldn't, especially for something that is not within her control. So they telling her what to do when they leaving her to be the frontline person that have to deal with the nonsense. And it's unfortunate, man. It's literally unfortunate. It ruins her mood. It ruins the person's mood. They don't have to be like that. They could very easily set aside, especially for people they know they're coming back. They're coming back. Put their stuff in a room, man. Put their stuff in a little storage room. Put their stuff in, set aside some spaces, lockers that they can pay for or something. It's the only way to go in a situation like that. Because if you don't, you're making it hard on the people who have to, making it hard on everybody who has to deal with it. And management ain't there on the weekend. So she told me my best bet was to call management on Monday. I'm like, fam, I got to come back here tomorrow. Today's Saturday, Sunday. And that's what they're telling you. To tell people, you're just going to have people angry at you. It's not a solution. It's not a solution for anything. And it's certainly ain't a solution for their problems in regards to trying to keep their employees morale high. No. So I just think they were being a bit on the ridiculous side. I don't know what to say other than I'm glad it worked out for myself, and I hope that it works out for others too, man, who have to leave there, who have to bring all their stuff with them and then come back the very next day with all that stuff. It's just, people don't have budgets for that type of stuff and to pay your rates. So that's what I gotta say to the Studio Lodge Hotel, man. I'm thankful that I've been able to find the blessing in the Lord to be able to keep me in a room. They got rooms for me, but I don't, if there were any other solutions at this point, I'd find that. But they're the only place in the area that do what they do at the rate that they do, and I appreciate that. But at some point in time, the management is going to have to understand that they're making things difficult for themselves, for their employees, and ultimately for their customers. So that's really what I got to say, man. Been on the frustrated side. I'm not going to tag them in this video or nothing like that. This ain't an overly complaining video. It's really not. But I just don't feel like I've been given a fair shake in regards to what the solution would be for a person like myself who don't have nowhere to put my stuff, who may not have the budget to do anything but pay you. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't give us a solution, then we won't have one. And if you want to tell us you don't want to do business with us, then just say that. But don't tell me that the contingency upon doing business with you is to try to find out something that may not be available. Find solutions that may not necessarily be in place. Fortunately enough, I was able to find one. I don't know if the next person will be able to. I don't know if I would be able to 3 weeks from now. That kind of thing. It's unnecessary nonsense that they're putting people through, just so they can uphold some denial about what it is, the type of business they are. So that's what I gotta say about that, man. I guess I'll leave this video with that. I don't even think I want to listen to this video anymore, or you know, I said what I had to say. I don't I don't feel the need to even watch this. I'm gonna get into my Laker thing, try to give you guys an update on the Lakers. Of course, we play tonight in about 3 hours. I would have already had that up if I didn't have all this going on, but at least I'm settled into the room and I can do that now. So that's what I'm gonna do, man. Settle down. BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.